By the way, this video is not going to be edited at all. So join me. It's probably going to take like 20 minutes. Whew, it's exciting times. G'day, friends. Welcome to another recording session here in my extremely lovely... forgot what the word of this name of the place is. It's a shed. It's a shed. It's a beautiful shed. Now, I'm just going to put this microphone awkwardly in front of my face, and now we're going to record the audio for the next animated Storytime channel video, 8 Elbows. And this one's called The Police Caught Me in My Underwear. Oh, I forgot to turn the heater off. Good. Thank you for reminding me. All right, here we go. Someone broke into my house high on drugs with a knife, while me, my wife, and my kids were inside. There were police, unfortunate underwear-based fashion choices, and the lingering smell of criminals, and I can no longer make eye contact at the gym. But let's start from the beginning. My wife and I had gone to bed, but were not quite asleep yet. She was reading her spicy tennis flower arranging book. You know if you know. If you know, you know. While I was in the middle of my very healthy and well-thought-out nighttime wind-down routine, doom scrolling. By the way, if I make a mistake, I'm going to have to repeat the same line like twice. So that'll make for some interesting... Well, actually, I have to edit it later on to make the audio. So it's going to be interesting. Also, I need to move the microphone because my legs... There we go. Oh, that's a little better. Lovely. There's a step down there. So if I step forward, I have to kind of lean into the microphone. So anyway, got to keep a distance from the microphone. That's not too far, not too close, you know? Also, my friend gave me this fantastic metal straw that I'm drinking coffee through. It tastes weird, man. All right. While I was in the middle of my very healthy and well-thought-out nighttime wind-down routine, doom scrolling, when we heard a door open and footsteps. At first, we were not alarmed. After all, we do have 2 children who were safely in bed, sound asleep. We just assumed they were talking in their sleep again, getting a drink of water, or rearranging their extensive Squishymallow collection in the night. As we checked on them just before going to bed, Cass yells out, "Girls, are you okay?" Then silence. Not a single sound followed, like the whole house just froze. Then we heard scurrying. More footsteps, the front door bang, and voices! And not the usual cute 11-year-old girls talking in their sleep about toast voices. "Fee, do you want jam or Vegemite on your toast? The bananas aren't talking to the..." Needs to be high-pitched voice because it's an 11-year-old girl. "The bananas aren't talking to the pineapples anymore. Bring me the cheese grater." "Oh, we could have cheese on our Vegemite toast. Good idea." "Yellow, purple, flamingo, donkey soccer." "Yellow, purple, flamingo, donkey soccer." But they were, "Oh my god, multiple strangers are in our house" kind of voices. Cass pushes me out of bed. That's good sound effects. Foley. More like foolery. And we run down the hallway towards the front door. Luckily, they had run off down the street. I say luckily because I was pumped full of adrenaline and imagined myself pulling out the Jackie Chan moves in The Perpetrators. I say luckily because I was pumped full of adrenaline and imagined myself pulling out all the Jackie Chan moves on The Perpetrators. I see. This is making weird noises. Oh no, it's caught in my bangs. Quick. Oh, we got to fix this. There, haha. Magic. This is all behind the scenes. It's amazing. We're going to read that line once more. It's great. You'll enjoy it the 16th time. I say luckily because while I was pumped full of adrenaline, I imagined myself pulling out all the Jackie Chan moves on The Perpetrators. But I actually have no hand-to-hand combat skills whatsoever. And the whole thing would have looked something like this. I mean, I haven't even been in it. That's a hard sentence to say. I mean, I haven't even been in a fight before. Well, actually, there was this one time in 4th grade when Bobby's big brother Danny kept stealing our basketball and I was filled with an excess of 9-year-old rage and tried to punch him in the face. But I kind of missed. And somehow his meat pie got splattered all over my face. I never got my basketball back and we were both put on detention. Incidentally, Danny and I became friends after enduring the school principal's office together. That's the principal's voice. Meanwhile, the intruders were no longer in our house and they didn't seem to have stolen anything. But now confidently armed with our imaginary Jackie Chan fighting skills, Cass and I ventured out into the night, down the steps and into the darkness to see if anything else was amiss. We were standing dumbfounded on the side of the road, acting as the new self-appointed neighborhood watch. Hey, stay there. When a police car screeched up in front of us, giant searchlights blazing directly at us. They were quick to ask if everything was okay. The shock sets in and Cass starts rambling, and then suddenly I became fully aware of the fact that I am standing in the street wearing only my industrial-grade sleep mask and just my underpants. So I did what anyone else in this situation would do. I looked at the police officers directly in the eye, put on my best business voice, and pretended I was in a perfectly normal state of dress. Evening, doctors. Nice day for it. Evening, doctors. Doctors? Shit. Evening, officers. Night day for it. Desperately concealing their smirks, the police officers said, "Thanks, mate, we'll be back," and sped away in pursuit of the criminals. Breaking news! While the police are in hot pursuit of our criminals, we take this opportunity to bring your attention to today's sponsor, Envelope of Awesome. Over to you, Simon. Thanks, Simon. I'm here today with Envelope of Awesome creators Simon and Cassie to talk about Envelope of Awesome. So, Simon, what is Envelope of Awesome and why is it awesome? Oh, Simon, so glad you asked. Envelope of Awesome is a monthly subscription pack full of drawing activities that will help kids be more creative, confident, and generally awesome human beings, all through cartooning. Simon, that really does sound awesome. We are also lucky to be joined by Envelope of Awesome head illustrator, Simon. Now, Simon, can you tell us more about this amazing product? I sure can, Simon. Each envelope explores a different exciting theme, everything from robots to Pilates, and pirates, and underwater sea cucumbers. Every activity is designed and drawn by us, sent to your door by our... Every activity is designed and drawn by us, and sent to your door via our dedicated delivery, Simon. Oh, hi. Amazing work, Simon. Good job, Simon. Oh, thank you very much, Simon. You heard it here, folks. Envelope of Awesome, the most fantastic gift for your creative kids. Back to you, Simon. Thanks, Simon. Now settle in as we see how many times Simon will get caught in his underwear this evening. Thanks, Simon. Hours later, we were lying in bed, attempting to sleep once more, jumping at every slight noise. Trying desperately to tune out Stella, the native brushtail possum that had taken up residence in the tree outside our bedroom window. Trying desperately to tune out Stella, the native brushtail possum that had taken up residence in our tree outside our bedroom window. Side note, while possums in Australia are actually very cute and fluffy and look nothing like their American counterparts, opossums, these adorable creatures actually sound like they are possessed by an otherworldly demon with sleep apnea. If you don't believe me, listen to this. Insert real sounds. So we are lying in bed. This guy looks like he should sound like that, not this guy. So we were lying in bed, attempting to sleep, listening to the devil mammals serenade us. Cass leans over to say, "Oh my God, I can't believe the police." Cass leans over to say to me, "Oh my God, I can't believe the police just saw you practically naked. How embarrassing." Intruders high on drugs carrying knives just trespassed intruders high on drugs carrying knives just trespassed into our house, and you're on... intruders high on drugs carrying knives just trespassed into our house and now on the run. But sure, let's talk about my poor late-night fashion choices. Then she says, "Oh, also, I'm so glad I cleaned the house before we went to bed. I'm sure the hooligans thoroughly enjoy I'm sure the hooligans thoroughly judged our cleanliness before searching for our wallets and other valuables. I should have turned the porch light on for them. Eventually, we fall asleep, only to be awoken again after midnight by a loud bang, bang, bang. Hello, it's the police. Bang, bang, bang. It's the police. Open up. Some more Foley. Cass pushes me out of bed. Cass pushes me out of bed once again. Itchy nose doing that. And as I'm heading to the door, she yells out, "Are you even awake?" Apparently, I replied, "I think so." But it turns out the answer was no. I was very much still asleep. Because when I woke up, I found myself extremely disorientated at our front veranda, under the glow of the porch light that Cass will never be turning off again, in my faithful tighty whities. I look up to discover a very awake, very alert, and very amused police officer, who, whilst pointing to a vest, says in a very professional manner, "Just so you know, this is a body cam, and you are currently being recorded. So I'm here to get your statement, and it's totally up to you, but if you would like to go put some pants on, I would be okay with that." So I head back to the bedroom and scramble into some clothes. Cass and I give our statements and are informed that the intruders had been caught. Cass apologized profusely for the mess and for her husband's semi-nakedness, and we went back to bed. Hopefully it will only be Stella interrupting our beauty sleep from now on. But we thought our crazy break-in underpants saga would end here, but no! Just 48 hours later at the gym. Just 48 hours later, I'm at the gym, minding my own business, putting my things in the locker, and I look up and find an entire women's PT class had stopped their training, and they were all looking at me, giggling profusely. They were not just looking at me, they all had, "I know you were in your underpants at public last night" expressions on their faces. There's a car. I may have to read that again. I wonder if the microphone picked that up. I don't know. We'll find out later. Next time on Simon Records Audio in his shed. They were not just looking at me. They all had a, They weren't just looking at me. They all had a, "I know you were in your underpants in public last night" expressions on their faces. They were not just looking at me. They all had a, "I know you were in your underpants in public last night" expressions on their faces. Then one of them walks directly over to me and says, "Oh, Simon, I didn't recognize you with your clothes on." Dun, dun, dun! It turns out, Senior Constable "I saw you in your underpants" is also Senior Constable "I see you at the gym every second day." And now we can never make direct eye contact again. But luckily, we all had a good laugh, and I'm not easily embarrassed. I'm not easily embarrassed. Hey, maybe we could team up. Maybe we could team up and make Rush Hour 4. There you go. That's it. Only took 13 minutes. Why is this page here? It's in the wrong order. I hope I didn't make a mistake. Anyway, I'm going to go record it again, but I'm not going to put you through that, and it's going to be great. Only took me 14 minutes, so not too bad. That's my house. That's the house I bought. It's not the house I bought. Anyway, thank you so much for breathing. Remember, be kind, be curious, and stay awesome. And thank you so much for joining me in this ridiculous thing. I've got to make sure I got to point my voice to the actual microphone because it makes such a big difference. So I'm going to do that next time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.